Friends, we have done a thing, and it has put us in one of the best positions of any team remaining in the Champions League. Let's go take a look. All right, here we are. And as you can see, that home game that we played against Manchester City in the quarterfinal of the Champions League went all our way. Calvin Phillips was injured in the 12th minute, and I guess that's what tipped it off because we went on a rampage, scoring in the second added minute in the first half and the fifth added minute in the second half. Hugo Ekitike added one midway through the second half, and it was one-way traffic. I mean, look at some of these Manchester City average ratings. Kovacic 6'2", Rico Lewis 6'2", Matthias Nunez 6'2", Phil Foden 6'2", Andreas Christensen 5'9", John Stones a 6'2". I mean, you would expect that beating somebody 3-0, but it is always beautiful to see this man right here pitching a 6'4" and doing absolutely nothing. Oh man. So that has set us up for, admittedly, a difficult away leg at the Etihad, but we have a 3-goal cushion. If we look at the other scores in the quarterfinals, Liverpool slapped Atalanta, Atletico Madrid, and PSG. That's a big score, 2-1 Atletico, and then Barcelona did as we expected them to do, 3-0 over Union Berlin. It looks like we are going to have another Liverpool-Sunderland game on the schedule for a place in the final. But first, we have to manage this 3-0 lead going away to Manchester City. Here we go. Our lineup for this away leg, we have Owusu-Oduro in goal, Sosa, Branthwaite, Zuma, and Masuri across the back line. I'm going to have to keep an eye on Borna Sosa. I gave him some injections to get him through this game because Aït-Nouri has not been playing particularly well and Sosa has. So I'm hoping that he can hang on and give us some time before we have to put Ryan Aït-Nouri in. We have Wharton and Enzo Laffi playing in that double pivot. Enzo is starting because Eric Martel is suspended because of yellow cards. Then we have Malero playing as our left winger, even though he's sporting a 6.56 average rating in his last 5 games because Simon Adingra is not ready to play. He has some pulled knee ligaments from a couple weeks ago. So here's hoping. And then Hugo Ekitike hoping to continue the goal scoring form, playing up at our number 9 role. I genuinely cannot say that this 3-goal lead is safe. This 3-goal lead is something that makes me feel good. Obviously, I'm enjoying being ahead, but thought we were going to stretch it out there. But as we know, Man City are one of those teams that all of a sudden can score a gajillion goals and we're left scratching our heads wondering where our lead went, where our semifinal match went. So far, we're looking pretty good. We're the only team with shots. My heart's beating kind of fast here. We need to do well here. Missouri takes the throw deep in his box. Kurt Zuma plays it. Oh, this doesn't look good. Enzo Laffi gets it. All right, chips it up to Sosa. Puts it up to Malero, who is already on a yellow card. Yippee-ki-yay. He gets it. Ooh. All right, he gets double team, but gets it out to Sosa on the underlap. Sosa gets it in. Koretsas. Konstantinos Koretsas. The winner, if you remember, of the Next Gen 50. That man right there, our 19-year-old Greek freak wonder kid, Konstantinos Koretsas, is the best U21 player in the entire world. And he plays for us. We are now up 4-0. Wow. This is making me feel good about having to replace Ouedraogo, who is now sporting an injury, and then being able to keep an eye on Borna Sosa. We do have a baby that can play out here for Malero if it gets to the point where, again, he's not doing particularly well and that yellow card is starting to bother me. But I'm really hoping not to have to play a 16-year-old in a squeaky bum type situation. Gvardiol goes and does absolutely nothing with it. Here we are ending the first half, defending. Just kicked off into injury time. John Stones dribbles up the field, splits it into Matthias Nunes. See, that's what has me worried. It was as easy as that. John Stones comes up out of the back line, dribbles at our defenders who are just running backward, or our midfielders who are just running backward. Our defense splits like the Red Sea. Matthias Nunes spins on a dime, phases through the goal. Even the goal can't stop him. What does our defense have? Our defense doesn't have a prayer if the net can't even stop him. Oh, man. All right, Bernardo into Erling Haaland, and it is now 2-1 tonight and 4-2 on aggregate. They have scored twice in first half stoppage. Oh, man, armpits are getting sweaty. And that is a poor goalkeeping effort from Owusu Adoro. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We are still up 2 goals. I hate having to say that I'm happy with how things are doing or how things are going. We're playing brilliantly. All right. They just put Christensen in, who, if you remember, threw that 5-9 in the first game. We have been the better team. They have 2 shots on target and they've scored both of them. And now they have the ball again. Rodrigo back to Christensen. Turn it over. Come on. Out to Kovacic and Haaland. But through. It is now 4-3 on aggregate. 3-1 on the night. Oh my biscuits. This is scary. Ekitike is going to get us kicked off. Enzo Lafie out to Adam Wharton, puts it back to Branthwaite. And they are pressing. They smell blood in the water. Malero gives the ball up. Adam Wharton goes and trips him. Malero, oh my God. Whoa. If Andreas Christensen was the one to screw that up for us, I swear to God, this second half, since stoppage time, really. All right. Since stoppage time in the first half, it has been just a bulldoze. All right. We're still up. Thank God Konstantinos Koretsas scored us that goal. I'm going to throw Talal Haji on, Lazar Samardzic in at the attacking mid, and then Ryan Aït-Nouri is going to come on for Borna Sosa, even though, again, he is the best player on the field. My guy's in a wheelchair rolling up the field and still is the best player. I'm trusting you to see this game out with results intact. They are pushing the crap out of us. All right, we got the weird little bug. Do you all use that religiously as much as I do? Where if they have Branthwaite almost, where if they have a corner late in the game, Adam Wharton, a 6'2", he is not a ball-winning midfielder. That is for certain. All right, I'm going to put Kurt Zuma there. Dan Ballard is going to come in to pair with Jared Branthwaite. And I'm going to hold on to my one sub, even though we have some people. Malero on the yellow card. I could put Harvey Elliott there. All right, I'm going to leave it just like that. So again, the bug where if they have a corner kick or a free kick, I really only use it for corner kicks, but you make a substitution before they take it, and then all of a sudden you don't get a highlight from that. All right, now our midfield needs work, but we don't have a midfielder. Harvey Elliott can come in from Alero, who's sitting on a yellow card. He's a 6-3 right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. At least fresh legs up top. Maybe chase it around a bit. We are in the 90th minute. Again, they scored 2 goals in first half stoppage time. We are over 4 minutes. We lose 3-1 on the night, but we win 4-3 on aggregate thanks to that incredible first leg, 3-0 at home, and then Konstantinos Karetsas getting the first goal in this away leg, putting us over the top. Wow, we stole one. We stole one. Wow. Liverpool, it wasn't as close, but they also lost on the night, ended up winning on aggregate 5-2. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, holy biscuits. So we have to wait for these 2 games to play out. I'm really hoping Atletico beats PSG, because when we beat Liverpool, I really don't want to have to face PSG. Let's find out when is this going to play? Semi-final plays on the 29th. All right, so later this month. All right, we got that out of the way. We are going to push ahead to this away leg against Arsenal, because we haven't even looked at the Premier League table yet. We have really dropped off here. We do have 2 games in hand over Chelsea and Liverpool, 1 game in hand over Tottenham and Arsenal. I'm hoping we can use that to our advantage, because we currently have 18 points remaining across our 6 games. So if we were to win all 6 of our remaining games, we would cap out at 79 points. 79 points. That is, if we're going to win the championship, the Premier League title with 79 points, that is unheard of. I wonder what the lowest total points for a champion in the Premier League has been. If you know, put it down in the comments, because I'll have to do some research on that, or one of you can do the research. But our max is 79. Arsenal have 15 points remaining, so theirs is 82. So we need them to drop at least 1 game, because currently our goal differential is better. Tottenham's max points are 81. So if they drop 2 points, we currently have equal goal differential, but maybe if we're winning games, hopefully that goal differential is going up and we're able to help ourselves. Liverpool, they have 4 games remaining, so a total of 12 points. So that's 76. And then Chelsea have 75 points. This is really coming down to it, folks. Really coming down to it. All right, I am going to, like I said, go through the next 2 games. We have Brighton in the FA Cup semi-final. And then we go away to Nottingham Forest in the league. And then I will bring you back for this all-important game against Arsenal. I'll be right back. Quick update. PSG are out. They lost 1-0 in the second leg to Atletico and lost 3-1 overall to see them get knocked out in the quarterfinal. Good riddance. I will see you for Arsenal. Here we go, Focal Yokels. We have had an up and down little spat. And as you can see, we crushed Brighton in the FA Cup semi-final. And what did we get as a reward? Man City beating Man United 1-0 in the other semi-final. So we will play them in the FA Cup final at the end of May. Yay. Now, we then went away to Nottingham Forest, went to the City Ground, and look what happened. Stupid frickin' Jonathan Bamba scored in the 43rd minute, and we decided to crap the bed. We had a bunch of players come back from injury. I did rotate the team some, but that's incredibly frustrating. That puts us now 9 points away from Arsenal. We do have a game in hand, but it is not looking good. Our max number of points that we can secure for the season stands at 76. Arsenal are only 6 points away from that. We do have at least one game in hand on every team above us. Chelsea and Liverpool, we have 2 games in hand, so I still anticipate us being able to get into the top 4, but the Premier League title is slipping further and further away. The starting lineup today looks a little suspect. We have Owusu-Oduro in goal, Ait-Nouri, Branthwaite, Zuma, and Masuri across the back. Martel and Adam Wharton are the double pivot. We have the just absolute suckfest that is Malero. Lafie and Wilson is back in the team, though his conditioning is not doing particularly well, so I will have to keep an eye on him, but he does pair very well with Masuri. And then Ekitike is up top. I don't know if we have come into an Arsenal game in worse, standing. Like, usually I feel like we come in with, oh man, a little bit of momentum, but we've lost 2 of our last 3 games. The game that we did win was just a crush fest. I don't know. This might end up being our first loss. But again, we need to play the game. We're only 6 minutes in, and Arsenal have had a couple of highlights, a couple of close highlights. We caught them offside once. Kurt Zuma's playing in Eric Martel. Branthwaite split them to Adam Wharton. Good. Takes too big of a touch. Rice gets it, passes it out to Saka. He dribbles in, passes it to Rice, who squares it to Havertz, and rockets the ball into Owusu-Oduro's left. Frustrating. Not how I wanted to start the first 12 freaking minutes of this game. I mean, it's safe to say if we lose this game, that's it. That's the title out. We only just finish focusing, essentially, and that's a freaking penalty. Oh, it is all falling apart. It is all falling apart. Might I remind you, not 2 episodes ago, we were sitting in first place with a game in hand. And now we are 9 points, about to be 12 points behind Arsenal. We're sitting in 5th, maybe even 6th place in the Premier League. And we're getting walked off the field right now. We're currently sitting in 6th place, 3 points above the 7th place team. Saliba jumps in. This is ugly. This is the worst. We have picked the literal worst time to melt. The literal worst time to melt. I cannot believe it. Enzo Lafie takes it off the post and heads it up to the top, and another Arsenal highlight. Martinelli takes it and whips it up and over the goal. Harry Wilson is hanging on by the bare freaking skin of his teeth. I want to encourage the boys again, but I mean, Eric Martel is injured now. Saka's rolling around on the ground. He's doing breakdancing moves. What is happening? Oh, now he's okay. Good. I'm so glad he's fine. I really am. Good for him. Good for him. Ooh. Holy biscuits. I don't really know what happened there, but I'm glad that didn't pan out. Eric Martel is playing on an injury. Let's see if we can move him off. Ait-Nouri is playing like crap, but the only person we can put in for him is Barry Naga, and he's only reasonable with his left foot. I think Adingra, he's got 45 minutes in him, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to start the half this way. That was absolutely terrible. abysmal. Just, they have 10 shots, 4 on target, with almost a 2 XG. We have 1 shot and sporting a .09 now. Oh my gosh. It has just been, I mean, that first half was just all Arsenal. Look at all that red. All right, well, it is officially, the title is a lost cause. What a damn freaking shame that is. What a damn shame. What a damn shame. I brought Barinaga in on the left, Fullerun Show in at the deep lying playmaker, and then Simon Adingra is taking off the absolute dumpster fire that is Malero. And Arsenal have just taken the foot off the gas here. They know they've won it. They're going to get one right here, just for good measure. We stopped that, so we know they're not perfect. All right, well, there goes the league. That sucks. This was not a great way to end it. I'll falsely praise them. Damn. But we have bigger and better things to focus on. We have the Champions League semi-final against Liverpool. Our last game against Liverpool was a 1-1 draw, and that was the start of that kind of terrible run of form that has reared its ugly head again, except we drew games there. We've just straight up lost games here. So I'm going to play the away leg at Anfield. In the background, I'll play Southampton in the background. I'll bring you back for the second leg at home. This is a Champions League final clinching game right here. And then the Man City final. We got to refocus. We have to refocus. Oh man, what a tough episode that was, but we are getting right down to it. We are getting to the business end of the Champions League. We are in another final for a domestic cup. A lot going on, a lot to look forward to. So if you would please like and subscribe, hit the notifications to make sure that you are getting all of those when they come out. Please watch this video right here, and thank you very much for watching.